What's up, guys? This is Stormchow here, bringing you Batman the Animated Series, episode 15 and 16, The Cat and the Claw. But before we get into that, a few things. First off, as you can see, I have a new hoodie that of course, has one of my favorite heroes of all time, the Incredible Hulk. And as you may have noticed, I put my Facebook account and my film fiction account on, and I'm currently working on a fan fiction with crossover Power Rangers and MLP. And speaking of MLP, you probably want to hear what I think of the new MLP movie. Okay, this is just my opinion. First and foremost, it will definitely change, but overall, I just think it's okay. The story is the weakest part. The animation is great, and the characters, and half the characters I don't find that interesting, except for Sunny, her best friend who I can't remember, and of course the adorable Izzy. That's just my opinion for now. It'll definitely change, and I'll definitely give you my first thought that each episode when it came out. But first, it's time to talk about The Cat and the Claw, which originally was the first episode aired on TV, because apparently they want to Warner Bros. Wanted to cash in to get more attention to their Batman Returns movie that aired 3 months prior. And considering how people reacted to that movie, yeah, I can't blame Warner Bros. For trying to get more attention. But anyway, as for the two-part itself, it's pretty good. Not great, but still pretty good. There are a lot of things I like in it. First, let's talk about what I think about Catwoman overall. The femme fatale, the love interest, one of the many love interests of Batman, the anti-hero. I don't know much about Catwoman. The most I know about is through Batman the Animated Series, the Arkham games, and of course the movies, including Batman Returns and The Dark Knight Rises. Okay, bad example, not Dark Knight Rises. But overall, Catwoman's not one of my favorite Batman characters, but she is interesting, as in you never know what side she's gonna play on. But this episode, of course, has her in many ways similar to Batman. She dresses up in black in black, or in her case, black sexy leather. Leather commits crimes because, let's say, even Batman is a superhero, he is committing crimes while being a vigilante. Though in Batman's case, he doesn't have a pet, instead of a sidekick kid. Wow, it's hard to say. She has a cat named Isis, and as a cat person myself, who owns a cat named Kilo Batches, this kitty's a 7 out of 10 out of the adorable meter. So during one of Catwoman's many robberies, she of course encounters a Batman, but this is a little different actually. She actually, thanks to her many arsenal and acrobatics, he actually gives her a run for his money and a pretty well done chase scene. Even getting a whistle from Batman and just how impressive she is. Or maybe he just thinks she's hot. But anyway, after the chase scene, we get Bruce Wayne Playboy, of course, put it up for auction for charity. Not sure how you can for a date thing. I'm not entirely sure how that works, but anyway, of all coincidences, who was to buy him but Selena Kyle, but only so she could pay them money for charity, and she has more important things do because apparently in this version she's an animal rights activist trying to save some mountain lions. But either love for sight or Bruce trying to keep up his generally not nice playboy attitude offers to help her. This of course doesn't go well, but we of course find that this organization that's fighting against it's actually working for a supervillain, or actually terrorist, named Red Claw, one of the most dangerous terrorists in the world and one of the most boring Batman villains I have ever seen. Yeah, the most interesting part. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Red Claw sucks. I'm just gonna say this now because it's a twist happening, so it's not even that. It doesn't even amount to anything. Red Claw is a woman, which I'm not sure everyone makes a big deal out of it. I mean, it's what terrorists can't be women anyway, right? And she has a Russian accent. At least I think that's a Russian accent. She's plans to hide the trace to get some deadly chemicals, which you couldn't transport those by plane or submarine because to of course do all the terrorist stuff we said, to give me money or all these things, or at least the chemical, blah 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 blah. That stuff's not very interesting. What is interesting, and kind of, is the romance between Selina and Bruce Wayne. Not so much in part one. It's kind of, oh, how did Trixie put it, and all bottled up. Oh yeah, like blah blah. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's the writing, maybe it's directing, but the romance part one just didn't seem all that natural. Thankfully, in the romance in part two, it's a lot better. Selina and Bruce have much more better chemistry, much better chemistry, and well, and of course it's not easy for them to get together because well, they both have things. Bruce Wayne being Batman, she being Catwoman. And there's also the problem that Selina's not really into Bruce, but she's into Batman. Awkward, but not as awkward as when Bruce Wayne telling Alfred of how much he cares about her, when Alfred intentionally helps him put two together and find out Selina kind of is Catwoman. Yeah, yeah. From what I've heard, usually Catwoman and Selina Kyle usually have the will they or won't they romance cliche, which I've only seen Miraculous Ladybug, and I haven't seen that often because I'm not in the romance stories. But it does paint it in kind of a tragic light. Like both these. Hold on a second. Sorry, my computer was dying, needed to be charged. But anyway, it does lead but I do kind of like these tragic romance stories. Like these two want to be together or together, but can't because of circumstances. And unlike Romeo and Juliet, it does it pretty well. And as much as I dig on Red Claw, her plan overall is actually pretty clever. She was never going to release the chem, the chemical, only selling it to the highest. If I remember correctly, only selling it to the high, only saying that she get money and then sell it to the highest bidder in her country. Good plan, actually. Anyway, after a pretty intense climax, we went on a very bittersweet note where Selina goes home and Batman finds her, and well, yep, even though he does care for her, she's not above the law. So, what I think of the episode? Again, it's pretty good. The romance angle is kind of hit and miss between the two parts, the villain is, like I said, kind of boring. Oh, except for this one, but there's a funny thing that one of her henchmen actually looks like Waluigi. Wow. I mean, I'm not sure if Waluigi was created back when was around back then, or that's just coincidence. But wow, I'm sorry, it's just so funny. Anyway, and of course there's some great action, some great chemistry between Selena and Bruce. As someone who doesn't like romance stories, which for me an episode like an episode this much is pretty good. I mean, amazing. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Oh wait, see you next time.